I've been a translator and proofreader for almost 5 years now. After graduating from university, I started a career in the video game industry. Among other things, I used to work on video game text. Sometimes I would translate the text between languages. But more often, I was the person responsible for proofreading. What does it mean? Well, someone else would translate the text, and I would check it, edit it, and give feedback to translators. There were ups and downs, like in each professional career, but I think I became relatively successful in what I was doing. But there were certain factors that made me think it's time to try something else. It was summer 2018 when I thought to myself, I want to learn to code. And this time I will succeed. In the past, I have already learned some basics of Python and even read books about game programming in Flash, but I just wasn't inspired enough to keep going. So instead, I chose other activities. But this time was supposed to be different. I started learning HTML, not a programming language per se, but code, however. After following online tutorials on YouTube, I pretty quickly started to build my first websites. Then I learned CSS, you know, the language for styling the web. Needless to say, that was pretty fun too. I got so into all of this. My mind was like the mind of a child. I was hyped, passionate, eager to learn more. I was about to become a front-end web developer and surely land a job and earn a ton of money, right? At least that's what I thought. Later on, I started learning JavaScript. From here on, the true challenge would begin. JS is a programming language that runs mainly in web browsers. As a programming language, it supports those strange concepts like variables, loops, if statements. There are parentheses, brackets, curly braces, semicolons. In the beginning, I was lost. HTML and CSS felt easy compared to JavaScript. Luckily, I found this website called FreeCodeCamp. I started digging through their JavaScript sections, and things slowly started to become clearer to me. I created a bunch of projects, made a profile on GitHub, which is an online repository where you can upload your code, share it with others, and be found by other developers and creators. My heart was pounding when I applied for my first developer jobs. I thought I was just a few steps away from changing my life for the better. Well, after I got a few rejections because I was lacking commercial experience, I landed 2 interviews. The first time I built a demo project using the JavaScript library React, but they decided to continue with other candidates. The second time I failed the technical interview because I wasn't allowed to Google during the test, although that's a huge part of a programmer's job. After those events, I was disappointed and discouraged. I started feeling that I might not fit into this. It looked like I was supposed to study algorithms and memorize them, instead of being able to open up Google and look for solutions like programmers normally do. My enthusiasm started to decline. I've learned quite a lot, haven't I? If I don't get a job or freelance, how else can I make use of code? But I thought, hey, CSS supports animation, right? Indeed it does. Why not start making animated videos with code? And that's how I started working on this video. And here we are. If you're watching this, thank you. And please consider subscribing. Let's bring more animated videos to life. Stay frosty.